David here again for another quick tutorial. This is the continuation of my how to drive stick shift video. And if you haven't seen that one, click right here. Basically what that did was show you how to get around town and all the basics, you know, just to get yourself moving. Today we're going to be talking about downshifting and rev matching. Now I am no Beethoven of rev matching. I am not the greatest at it, but I understand the basic concept of it. Rev matching is kind of exactly what it sounds like, and that's a police officer. I'm gonna slow down. Rev matching is exactly what kind of the concept sounds like. Essentially what you're doing is you're matching your RPMs with your gear and your speed. Before you try this, make sure you know a little bit about your car first. What I mean by that is make sure you know your gear ratio. Your gear ratio is extremely important, and you kind of learn it anyway as you drive around town, but for the most part, this is where it really counts. So basically, right now I'm on a back road. The speed, you know, it's about 45 miles an hour, but downshifting and rev matching is typically used to get around, say, a corner the fastest way possible. You're trying to get the most out of your car and the most acceleration out of it. Now the concept of rev matching is mostly because if you don't rev match, this happens. You buck. Your whole car just kind of bucks into place and kind of damages your transmission in the long run. It didn't hurt it that bad, but you get my picture. But to rev match, what you do is you smooth that transmission out. So take it out of the gear you're in, blip the throttle, go. See? Just like that. It was nice and smooth. There was no buck or anything like that. You kind of learn how much to rev and how much not to rev over time. So I'm gonna go from 5th to 4th right now. Pushing the clutch, blip, shift. That's to 4th. All right, so I'm gonna downshift to 3rd right now. I'm in 5th. So rev a little bit higher. Blip, blip. Woo! All right, slow down. About to go around the corner. Blip, going to 4th. I could have gone into even, you know, even 3rd or even 2nd at that speed because I was around 40 miles an hour, but I didn't really need to. It's really just about over time, getting the feel for it. A lot of people make this harder than it is. I know what I just told you was a very nutshell kind of form to do it, but in the end, it's more about feel. It's more about learning your car. It's very simple, and it makes sense. You know, you want the transmission and the engine to match the speed you're going. Once again, I'm at 60 miles an hour, and say I want to go to 4th. Blip, go. Just like that. Obviously, usually, the lower speed you go, the higher revs it's gonna be. So what you just saw me do there with 3rd gear, I revved a little bit higher to get the revs to match, essentially. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mount the camera behind me and just kind of show you some driving of what it's like when I'm doing this like 16-point turn right now. Hold on. Alright guys, that is my basic tutorial on how to rev match. It's not that complicated. Go out and practice. Don't try this unless you really know how to drive stick first, and take it easy. I hope you learned something. See you next time.